Hey everybody, Andrew Parkinson here, editor of Cruising World, and I'm sitting in the cockpit of a very exciting new boat here for the U.S. market in the Annapolis Boat Show. This is a Boat of the Year contender 2024, and we're sitting, of course, on the Elan Impression 43. I first saw this boat in Cannes a few months ago, and I was completely impressed. The product that Elan's been putting out lately has just been, I think, a great marketable product for the U.S. market. And I'm sitting here with Mlinar. He's the key accounts manager at Elan, and we're going to tell you why. So, John, thanks for joining me this morning, and welcome to the USA.
I'm glad to be here.
Good.
Really great boat show. I love the town. I love everything. It's great.
Good. We're glad to have you here, and certainly glad to have Elan Yachts representing here at the show. John, the Impression 43, why don't we start by just giving a general overview of the model and some of its key features that set it apart from the rest of the crowd?
So yeah, Impression 43 is our latest addition to our Impression line, which is the most known line from Elan. Impression 43 is replacing the old model 45.1, which was our bestseller in the modern history of Elan. The boat is meant for easy cruising, easy family sailing. So that's kind of a key point of the boat. It's a 43.8 footer. It's a nice boat with a lot of space and great sailing potential. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a nice mix, it seems, of performance as well as family cruising potential.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice sweet spot here in the U.S. especially. So tell me about what inspired the design and concept behind this new model, and what type of boating experience did you set out to deliver?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you said. It's the concept of this boat is to give families a safe and comfortable cruising boat with a lot of sailing and rich sailing potential. So we are always at Elan looking to build boats that are capable of sailing in light wind and be safe and not punchy in the heavy conditions. Mm-hmm. That's kind of our concept that we are following, and I think we did really great with Impression 43. The boat is the performance of the boat. We were concentrating on that, also not just the comedy, because we want to have the boat that will be also good for families to build their sailing experience, to learn all together, or or for the parents, to pass their knowledge of the sailing to younger generations. Mm-hmm. Regarding all the concept, it was built together with our designers, with Rob Humphreys, who designed the hull, and Pininfarina, who did the interior and exterior design.
Mm-hmm. Great. And you mentioned heavy stuff, heavy weather.
Yeah.
Certainly this boat is designed to head offshore when you want to take it offshore. Tell us a little about the construction materials and techniques used to ensure this boat's durability and performance, especially when we're talking offshore application.
Okay, so if we start with the construction, of course it's GRP boat. We have everything now. So the hull and the deck is a sandwich, vacuum assisted infusion lamination. We started doing that almost 20 years ago. Yeah, actually 20 years ago in 2003. We were pioneers in vacuum infusion for production boats, and now currently we are vacuum infusing everything from the hull to the deck. For lamination is vinyl ester, so that gives an extra protection against the osmosis. And we are also what we are really proud of is our woodwork. So all the wood, from the bulkheads to all the furniture, is produced in-house. So always keeping an eye on the wood construction, and we are proud to be now for almost 70 years constructing wood in-house and producing it on the highest level.
Mm-hmm. And it shows down below the wood that you see inside the interior. We'll get into some of the interior design elements in a minute, but it's different from what you see on a lot of other boats out here, which really struck me when I saw it a few months ago. So let's get into that. So what are some of the standout interior features of the boat?
Yeah, well, when you go down into the saloon, you'll see it's a kind of a semi-deck saloon, with your cove roof a bit higher, so you have a lot of lights. And when you enter, it has a lot of space. And when you enter, you will see this really special kind of oak veneer plywood. So we call it a more rustic, not oak,
because it's a different look.
Yeah, it's a different look. And on the other side, you have these green lines of inside. So on the one side, you have warm filling of the wood, and on the other side, modern design of these gray lines. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Pininfarina wanted to do when they were designing the interior.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Well, we're going to take a look at that later. In the meantime, let's touch on technology advancements, how did you incorporate some of the latest advancements in the construction of this boat, delivering the experience for owners and guests?
Yeah, so if we return back to, let's say, vacuum infusion lamination, now we are also calling this 3-day vacuum infusion lamination, when we are vacuum infusing on the hull stringers, so horizontal and vertical stringers that give extra stiffness to the boat, and it's better when sailing. Then we are using on this model, and on majority of our models, we are using twin rudders with 2 helms, which are separate, so you can use one on the other in case of any emergencies. Of course, there's all the new technology that comes with having chance to check your boat on the app, to always be connected with the boat, to know exactly what is happening with the boat. We're going with the new technologies, and of course the electrical engines, which are now where we work with the Ocean Vault, and so with the boat is possible to have electric engine on the boat, and basically we can do the boat completely electric.
And let's talk about safety for a minute, because you're a new dad. There's a few others at Elan, I understand they're new dads as well. You got a lot of kids running around these boats. What are some of the safety features that would appeal to families for family cruising aboard?
Okay, yeah. So if we start from here, from the cockpit, we offer this really high platform at the end, which gives you a feeling, and it gives you safety from the waves, and it kind of gives you a feeling of a closed cockpit. Then, as I mentioned, it's really important especially for longer voyages, to have these twin rudders, which on one side prevents you from roaching, and on the other side it gives you safety in case there is some emergency. On one tiller you can just simply disconnect with the second one and use the second one.
Sure.
We also have here quite a high coach roof that's protecting you from the waves and from the sea.
Great. And then what about layout options down below? What sort of layout options do you offer for different types of cruisers with different needs?
So we have 2 different options. It's a three cabins version with island bed in the front cabin and a huge hat. The second option is a 4-cabin layout where you have a bulk bed and of course still huge front cabin bed. You can also choose to have a navigation table, which is placed just inside on the right. So yeah, that's when we are talking the interior. Exterior, you can choose to have a synthetic teak, you can choose to have real teak, and of course there are a lot of different options for sail plan.
Sure. And different owners, as we all know, they have different needs. Are there any special customization options that they can purchase on this boat?
Yeah. So in general, we offer a lot in standard, but there is a lot of options for clients to decide. If we start, let's say, you can choose 4 different types of table with foldable table. You can choose 2 extra fridges. You can choose a grill. You can choose a big platform. Then you can choose variety of different sail options. We offer Janaker. We offer self-tacker, Genova, furling mainsail, and so on and so on. And of course we are always there for clients, because we understand that their wishes and their needs are also enriching us as a company, because they are giving us new solutions for the future.
Mm-hmm. And I got to touch on a couple of buzzwords around the industry here in the U.S., and especially in Europe, as you know, are sustainability and eco-conscious cruising, eco-friendliness. Can you tell us, since they're becoming increasingly important in this boating industry, how is Elan addressing environmental concerns and related to building boats and promoting responsible boating in general?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that will be a big question for the whole industry, that we will have to take care of the environment and so on. On one side, we are lucky that we are coming from Slovenia, which is one of the greenest countries in the world, and these concepts are with us for many years. So let's say Elan started vacuum infusing 20 years ago. Now we are completely vacuum infusing. That means that we are offering our employees a much healthier environment than what could be. Mm-hmm. We have solar panels on all our roofs in the whole factory, not just the marine department, but the whole Elan. and we are capable of producing enough energy to power our production.
Wow.
So we are taking care of the sustainability and the environment. And yeah, and of course the boat, the owners, they can choose the electric engine, they can choose the complete electric boat, so we are also offering them choice to decide what they can contribute.
That's great. Can you just give us a glimpse of future plans for the Impression line? I know you can't share everything, but any tips, hints, what's coming up?
The Impression 43 came after many years, and we were planning to bring a new model to Impression line. I'm sure it will do good, and I don't see any reason why we shouldn't continue with renovating the line.
Great. Well, John, thank you for taking the time, and we're excited to be sitting on this beautiful Elan Impression 43 here at the Annapolis Boat Show. I understand the judges for Boat of the Year will be by shortly to do their thing, as well as some sea trials next week, which is going to be very exciting to take this thing out on the water and see how she moves. So, John, thanks for taking the time. Great boat. Congratulations on the nomination, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.